A smile just days before being sent to the Auschwitz gas chamber. Lifeboat with Titanic survivors, 1912. One of the 1.5 million victims executed in Cambodia under the Khmer Rouge regime just for being well-educated, 1978. Hiroo Onoda, a Japanese soldier who hid in the jungle until 1974, believing World War II was still ongoing. Girls saying yes to boys saying no. Anti-draft poster, USA, 1960s. American military operation Rolling Thunder. U.S. pilots flew 304,000 combat missions, dropping nearly 8 million tons of bombs on Vietnam. Faces of War, 1919. Execution of a murderer by burying him up to his head, Persia, 1870s. School, Papua New Guinea, 1990. Experiment at Tbilisi Oncology Institute, 1967. Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini, 1941. Dachau concentration camp. Prisoners executing justice on a guard named Weiss, April 29, 1945. From adoration to hatred of the crowd, Mussolini's body and his associates, Italy, 1945. Uzbek schoolgirls in a math class, Tashkent, 1921. Left, Mick Jagger after marrying Bianca Perez, Maura Macias, 1971. Right, Jagger running from court during their divorce, 1979. In 1947, Melvin Johnson hosted a dinner where elderly guests were invited to shoot air rifles at balloons attached to a girl. Advice from a Russian children's magazine on how to point out a black person, 1904. Korean soldier Yang Kyung-jong, who fought for 3 armies during World War II, Japan, the Soviet Union, and Germany. German man accused of associating with a Jewish woman. I am a defiler of the race. Germany, 1935. Baby races, New Jersey, 1955. Japanese troops using POWs as target practice, 1942. A severe natural disaster in Brazil in 2009, killing over 600 people. A dog named Leo stayed at his owner's grave for days. The day prohibition was repealed, USA, December 5th, 1933. Great Depression, Fred Bell, once a millionaire, now selling apples after the 1929 stock market crash, died in 1934 in a poorhouse. Hippo Phoebe and her baby, refusing to pose for the camera at the Bronx Zoo, 1967. Copper ban for Catholic schoolboys to prevent sin, France, 1880s. Until the 1960s, Australian Aboriginals were considered animals, Australia, 1960s. Prisoners cleaning the streets of Washington, USA, 1909. At the 1920 Olympics, Teresa Velde became the first woman to perform a Salchow jump, but judges disapproved. Fashion for boldly protruding female breasts in the 1940s. One of the last Tasmanian Aborigines, wiped out by British settlers, 1869. Parade of Hate, 50,000 Ku Klux Klan members in Washington, 1926. Beach in New Jersey, USA, 1910. South African police beating women with batons in Durban, 1962, after they destroyed a brewery to protest alcohol production bans. Sumiteru Taniguchi, a Nagasaki bombing survivor, holding a photo of himself immediately after the explosion. Japanese children at a farewell ceremony before evacuation from Tokyo, 1945. Drinking fountains for blacks and whites, USA, 1956. The first Harley-Davidson motorcycle, made in 1903, had a carburetor made from a tomato can. The last photo of the Javan tiger, a now extinct species, 1938. The final moments of two Norwegian workers repairing a wind turbine, killed in a fire. Kurt Cobain a month before his death. Group portrait of a women's hockey team, Canada, 1916. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon calling their moms after winning the Oscar for Good Will Hunting, 1997. Bob Marley accused of marijuana possession on his way to court, London, 1977. On October 5, 1948, the Ashgabat earthquake killed 110,000 people in Turkmen SSR. Officials inspect the remains of cosmonaut Vladimir Komarov after the 1967 spacecraft crash. Early stage of a beauty contest evaluating contestants' figures, USA, late 1940s. Children's carnival against child beating, with slogans, "Down with the belt," and "No place for the whip," USSR, 1930. A Jewish man jumps out of a window during the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, Warsaw, Third Reich, 1943. Charlie Chaplin and his wife Una, 1940s. Horse diving, a popular show where riders and horses jumped from an 18-meter height, 1969. People trying to board a plane during the evacuation of American troops, South Vietnam, 1975. New York, September 11, 2001. Collapse of the Tasman Bridge, Australia, 1975. 2 supports and 3 sections of the bridge fell into the water, killing 7 crew members and 5 motorists. A mother teaches her children, Louisiana, USA, 1937. Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary, the first to conquer Everest, 1953. American burlesque dancer Miss Zarita walks her snake, 1940s. A woman hit by an incendiary bomb during an anti-government demonstration at Dankook University, Seoul, 1988. Eunuch from the Imperial Court, Beijing, 1949. German soldiers help a Frenchman stuck in the mud at Verdun, World War I, 1916. The window of a rodent extermination business. They say they're still in business. Cat mobilization, USSR, 1942. 5,000 cats were sent to Leningrad to fight rodents and protect food supplies. Metallica performs a concert at San Quentin Prison, California, 2003. An American destroyer escorts a Soviet freighter carrying missiles from Cuba after the Cuban Missile Crisis, 1962. Volvo car crash tests, 1980s. Women prepare anti-tank trenches around Moscow, 1941. One of the 4 preserved human nervous systems. The extraction took over 1,000 hours. Freed slaves aboard HMS Daphne, 1868. Wreckage of the submarine Kursk, Barents Sea, 2000. Gold Rush, Serra Pelada, Gold Mines, Brazil, 1986. German companies supplying the Third Reich during World War II. Punt gun used for duck hunting, banned because it could kill up to 50 ducks at once, 1910s. Stockbroker at the end of Black Monday, Toronto, 1987. Construction worker eating lunch during a break at a skyscraper in New York, 1930. Dinner in the luxurious dining hall of the Hindenburg airship, 1938. Circus elephant from the Amar brothers plowing land in occupied France, 1941. Imperial fish-shaped boat, India, 1857. Chechnya, 1995. Window cleaner at the World Trade Center, 1979. Excavation of the Berezovsky Mammoth, Russian Empire, 1901. Winston Churchill talks on the first portable radio, Fort Jackson, 1942. Japanese gangsters, Yakuza, 1960. Reporter interviewing a penguin, 1966. William Harley and Arthur Davidson, 1914. Robin Williams offers a roll of toilet paper to the Thinker, 1990s. Condom test, 1935. A woman wanting but unable to buy a refrigerator. Sales closed for 5 years. Russia, 1990. Women's clothing department in Russia, Moscow, 1990. The Empire State Building's damaged wall after a B-25 bomber crash in 1945. Kuwait on fire, 1991. Luftwaffe. Obergefreiter hides his face in shame after surrendering. Belgium, 1945. An Inuit man warms his wife's feet. Greenland, 1880s. Coin collectors, 1889. A hippopotamus trainer, India, 1989. Frederick Patterson, first African-American car manufacturer. Rakesh Sharma, India's first and only astronaut. Inside Big Ben, 1920. Production of night pots made from German helmets, Denmark, 1945. Historic handshake between Thomas Stafford and Alexei Leonov, 1975. No dog biscuits today, London, 1942. If you like this video and want to support the channel, please use like, subscribe, and comment. This helps us to continue to provide you with amazing historical content. Thank you very much for your support, and see you in the next video.